everyone. How's it going? I'm Rob. This is my wife, Amanda.
Hello.
This is our second video that we're attempting to make on our channel that talks about the struggles of mental illness in a marriage. And Amanda has bipolar 1 disorder. And today we want to talk about what it's like for a spouse to have bipolar disorder, bipolar 1 more specifically, and to have a child and raise a child. And our child, is 1 year old on Tuesday. And so it's really been the course of a year and then plus 9 months of pregnancy. I know for me, there were things that I learned when Amanda got pregnant that were pretty daunting. Statistics about postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis, the struggles that bipolar women can have when having and when have had a baby, on top of the what's already a struggle for lots of women. And so I think it's a great topic to discuss, kind of what our expectations were and how it actually went, and then just to kind of give some insight into what it was like. So, what were your expectations for the pregnancy when you started out, and then kind of how did it differ from what it actually was like?
Well, it was harder than I thought it was going to be, mentally and physically, but it was harder than I thought it would be. I didn't think I'd gain as much weight. I didn't think that I would have a lot of prepartum depression, um, prenatal depression. Um, and that's like depression while you're pregnant, and that's a little bit more rare than postpartum. And so I had that in the beginning. I had a lot of depression, anxiety in the beginning. The first about 12 weeks of my pregnancy, the first trimester, was difficult, but definitely more challenging physically because I gained so much weight. I gained 75 pounds. So that was challenging. Also, the delivery was challenging. So, um, but my water, and so it was like a 2 day
We were
labor.
visiting her family 3 hours away from where we lived. There was a baby shower that was supposed to
Yeah,
happen on Saturday, and Friday night we went out and had some
dinner.
dinner
Yeah,
with her family, and she was just not doing well.
no,
And
I wasn't feeling good.
so we went back to her uncle and aunt's house, and she could not sleep.
Yeah, I started getting this
Um,
gastro
I
pain.
I like tried to put her in like 10 different positions and like prop pillows up, and at one point I had her facing down with like two chairs that were put together, and her stomach was like supposed
It was
to like
horrible.
come down in the middle of the two chairs. um the pain was just so bad that we ended up just going to the hospital, and thank God we did, because she was fully preeclamptic.
Oh yeah,
And
they said that I would probably have started having seizures at any moment if I hadn't have gotten to the hospital in time. So yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of surreal. And then she was born, and she was only 4 pounds 9 ounces, and she was in the NICU for 2 weeks because she hadn't gotten really the sucking reflex. So that took a long time to learn how to drink. And I was just very like, I don't know, I didn't connect. I mean, I did, but at the same time, I had a hard time connecting with Annalise when she was first born. And I say that because there's a lot of women that happens to, and they don't talk about it because they're ashamed. And a lot of times connection just grows over time. I couldn't imagine loving my little girl like any more than I do now. Like, she's my whole entire world. But it did take a while for me to get that. And that was probably some, postpartum a little bit of depression, and just some postpartum. She was
after Annalise was born, she went to the NICU, and
Yeah, so
so
we didn't get a
it's
chance to
different
really, yeah.
when I was the first one to hold her, before Amanda. I mean, they did put her on her chest
Yeah, they
for
yeah.
a couple seconds, but I was the first one to actually hold her because
Yeah.
I went to the NICU and Amanda was still in the
Yeah.
delivery room. And so that makes it different.
For 24 hours, I couldn't get up. So for 24 hours, I couldn't see her
Right. Yeah.
afterwards because I was on a medication for possible seizures that I had to stay on 24 hours after I gave birth, so I wasn't able to get up and go see her, which was sad. But now we have a thriving, beautiful little girl, and parenting is, I thought that I would have, I thought that it would be so much harder. I thought that I would have a way more difficult time with having a new baby than I did. I really surprised myself.
Yeah. You surprised me too, honestly.
I think I was going to be a terrible mom.
No, I didn't think you were going to be a terrible mom, but you actually are a great mom. So, if would you like, if you had asked me, are you going to be a great mom? I'd say, I don't know. It's just one of those
Keep talking.
things.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean it's true. I didn't think that I would be. I thought that I would like get by, and I've really taken motherhood very seriously, very very seriously.
Yeah, I mean, she really, truly is a great mom. It's been awesome, um, to to see it happen. I mean, if you're bipolar or not, you know, marriage and having a kid is stressful, and so you just got to continue to play your role. It'll work out. It's not something that you can't do. If you're bipolar, you
Yeah,
can do it. Amanda
yeah,
is a testament to that. And there's a million other examples
and there's
of that.
plenty of people that are that have mental health issues that have kids and they go through times where they can't do as much and then they can, and that's life. I mean, you shouldn't feel ashamed of that. I mean, you're still a great parent. You can't you've got to take care of yourself. And that's the thing. It's like that's the other thing. It's like, okay, if you are stressed out and you are breaking down and you need time for yourself and you're like, but I can't because of my kids, the best thing for you to do is to try to find somebody, your husband, your in-laws, your parents, whoever, to take care of your child while you try to get, because that is the most important thing. It is the most important thing for you to be healthy so your children can be healthy. And if you're not healthy, then you staying with your kids and letting go of that guilt of not leaving them because you need to take a break. Yeah,
That it to me is what families are designed to do, is raise children,
absolutely.
together collectively, because it is a lot of work. It's not supposed to be just two people. And
Right.
if it is just two people, it's very, very difficult.
Not everybody does. But if you do have the resources, then let people help. Let them help. Because you need to be the best version of you so that you can be the best, that you can be great for your kids. That's so important, I think, right?
I agree,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's good.